Good morning, guys. As usual, just logging on here. I'll give you a chance to find the channel and kind of get set up, get your stuff together for our workout this morning. We are going to be doing inner thighs, outer thighs, and glutes. So I'm excited for that. What's today? Thursday. So I've got a live workout today and tomorrow. So here is what you will need for your workout today. And I'll repeat this one more time. You need a chair. You're gonna need a bunch of different weights, some light ones and some heavy ones. So as usual, let's see, I got a lot of stuff around me. I've got 30s and 20s, 12s, 10s, 8s, and 5s, all that stuff. So gather what you have around. I want you to have lots of options this morning. Then I need you to have some loop bands. As usual, all of the stuff that I am listing, you can still do this workout even if you don't have some or all of it. But what you have, get it together. Loop band. And then finally, we're gonna do some really fun inner thigh work where you hold something in between your knees. So you can basically use anything you want. I have these Pilates balls. A ball will work, a small pillow, a towel rolled up, a yoga block, a foam roller. I need you to get something that's fairly light. A dumbbell doesn't work great. That you can hold in between your knees like that. All right, so start gathering that stuff together. I'll tell you one more time, everything that you need. Make sure you let me know you're here if you like that accountability, and we're gonna be getting started real soon. So again, something that you can hold between your knees. It does not have to be a Pilates ball or a playground ball or anything like that for that matter. It just needs to be something that you can hold in between your knees. All right. Something in your knees, a pillow, anything like that. You need lots of different weights. You need a chair, and you need some loop bands. You ready to get started? Let's see who is logged on with us this morning. Tessa, Courtney, and Lacey, good morning. I am assuming if you guys lifted really heavy with me on Monday and Tuesday, which I know you did, that you might be in the same boat as me. My hamstrings have been so sore that I could not function in my daily life, and they still. I'm gonna try to hit some different muscle groups. Here's how I want to start. Grab a weight. Gonna move us a bit, okay? Grab a weight that's not super heavy. So I've just got a 12. We're gonna start out moving around with just a side lunge. So put your one weight in your right hand. We are gonna lunge over to the left just to kind of start to loosen things up. You ready? Here we go. You've got a lunge, and we're gonna bring it back. It's been a while since we've done side lunges, so we'll talk form for just a bit. Your weight's in your right hand, and that right leg stays pretty straight. Step out with the left. Make sure you're bending your knee. This is about your legs, not your lower back, right? So from your hips up need to be pretty stationary. I want a big push back to start. So right now, we're not going real heavy. I want you to kind of be loosening up those muscles. We're gonna do about 10 of these, all right? Here we go. 10. And 9. 7. Oh, my muscles are so sore still. You should have seen me. I tried to go running yesterday, and it was more of like a shuffle because my hamstrings were still just stupid sore. All right, let's go 5. 4, 3, 2, last one. and 1. Now we're just gonna make it pretty quick. I just wanna go straight to the other side, all right? Side lunge, let's do it. Loosen up those muscles. So this side lunge, it's gonna work your glutes a little bit, but it's actually a great inner thigh activator. So I want you to bend your knee and get down nice and low, but the push back to start position is where the real magic happens. So give me a big push. All right, 8 more. 8, 7, 5, 4, 2, last one, and 1. All right. Now you put your weight down and grab a loop band. I want you to get one that's got some pretty good stretch. It's going around our ankles. If you don't have a loop band or you don't have one that'll work, not stretchy enough, it's fine, you can do this without. So we're gonna go back to our side lunge. Now we've got a band, and if you feel comfortable, if you feel like your legs are loosened up enough to go up in weight, I want you to do that. So I'm gonna grab a single 20 for this one. If you don't feel like you're warm enough yet, don't. If you don't have a single dumbbell that is heavy enough for you, you can hold 2, all right? It's fine too. We're gonna go back to that side lunge. You ready? Here we go. Step out, side lunge, bring it back. So this makes this movement feel a little different. The mechanics are pretty much the same. Adding the loop band forces our glutes to engage as well, a little bit more. Not just those inner thighs. Keep your toes facing straight ahead. Don't point that toe out in that direction. But we are gonna do 12 more. Here we go. 12. 10 more. We've got 8. 6 and 5. 4, 3, 2. Last one. And 1. All right, just a quick switch. I'll tell you this a million times. You guys know it. It's your workout. If your band's not strong enough or too strong, if your weight's not heavy enough or too heavy, switch it up, okay? All right. Other side, you ready? Let's go. The band in this move, and the more you work out with bands, the more you kind of get to know what works for you. There are instances with bands that stronger is better. There are instances with bands that stronger is better. You want a band that's strong enough that you've got some resistance when you step out, but you need to be able to step out wide. So if your band is so tight that you can only step this far, that's not what we want. We want to be able to get a big step out to the side, big little lunge. 9. Final 6. 4. 2. Last one. And 1. All right, set that weight down. We're gonna take our loop band You're gonna move it up above your knees. And then we get to use our chair for the first time. Right now, you're just using it for balance. So I'm gonna get the back of my chair and do a banded curtsy lunge. So this leg stays planted, follow along. You're gonna curtsy, tap, okay? So we're gonna start out with no weight here. Don't stress about the band. If your band slips and slides a bit, it is okay. Now, your tap is gonna turn into a fire hydrant lift. Looks like this, okay? Again, you'll see mine. I got slick pants on today. It'll slip and slide up. It's all right. It's still gonna give us that resistance. Keep your weight forward. Double top, glutes and inner thighs, remember I told you. Okay, 10, 9, work band on, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, now you've got the double hydrant, curtsy, 2, 1. Curtsy. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, woo, 4, last one, and 1, nice. All right, shake it out for a second. I'm gonna shimmy my band down. I don't know if that's really gonna matter once I get going, but we're gonna do the other side. Okay, ready? Let's do it. Curtsy and tap, right? Kind of get your bearings, figure out how close to your chair you need to be, you know, all that good stuff. Fire hydrant. Fire hydrant. This is where you can really in class. So right here, go down nice and low. 10, 9, 7, 3, hydrant, 2, 1. 10 of these guys. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Take your band off for a second. If you have options for bands, we're gonna go back to our side lunge. Only I want you to go up in weight if you're able, and up in band strength if you're able, okay? This is my next size up. You have 2 options with your bands. Don't be afraid to try both of these. So you can either put it around your ankles like we did the first time, or you can put it through your toes, okay, to step out. It's up to you. Now, again, your weight is your own. We're not maxing out yet. I want you to be pretty dang close. So I'm gonna hold 2 pound dumbbells. I'm gonna waddle on over here. and see how that feels. We're gonna do about 12 repetitions. I wanna start stepping out that direction. I'll show you what it looks like with 2 dumbbells. So my right arm hangs down, my left arm is on my hip. We're gonna step out. You ready? Let's do it. Step, lunge. Now, if I find that I don't have enough range of motion and I'm kind of feeling like that, with my band around my toes, I'm gonna move it up. There's a lot of components. Some of it just depends on the strength of your band too. It's not a good or bad scenario. I went up in the strength of my band, so I don't have as much range of motion. If I would have held on to that yellow band, I probably could have kept it on my toes, because that would have given me a little more resistance in that position. But I went up in strength, so I'm moving the band up. Make sense? Yes, no, kind of? 10 more. 10, I know, you did way more than 12, right? 9. 8. 6, keep those toes facing forward. 5. 4. 3. 2, last one. And 1. All right, I'm gonna set my heavy weights down just for a second. We're just gonna move to the other side, but we're starting to get up in weight. So take just a quick breather. Make adjustments here if you need for this other side. All right. I think the 20s were good for me. I like the band around my ankles for this. So let's get the other side done. Once you start pushing heavier weight, make sure you're lifting with your lower back. I'll still keep that upper body pretty stable and upright. And bend your knee. We're gonna max out. We're gonna max out. All right. 12. 10. 8. 7. 6. 3. 2. 2. Last one. And 1. Set those heavy weights down. Get rid of your band. Okay. We're playing around with weight and resistance. We're going to do our curtsy lunge. Here's what I want on the other side. You're going to choose a heavy weight to hold in your hand. But we're going to 12-ish reps. I'm going to try one single 30. We'll see how it goes. Curtsy, and then we'll tap. You got some. So go a little heavy. You ready? Oh. Tap. Curtsy. 8. Remember, when I tell you to max out. 7. Max out. 6. You should be so heavy that you can only do 10 reps. So you're close. 5 more, but not quite there. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. All right, I'm going to set this guy down. Move my chair to the other side. You're heavy, but not only 10 reps heavy. You're like 12 to 15 reps heavy, okay? All right, let's do it. Enough stalling from me. Let's go. Curtsy, tap. Oh. 10. Woo! Oh man, it's getting hard to 5, 3. Last one. And 1. Sit down. Grab a drink if you need it. Catch your breath. And we're going to be moving. All right. We get to have a seat. Second. Let's see, my computer's saying something to me. Okay, now I asked you to have something that you could hold in between your knees. So here's where we're going to use it. It can be a pillow, a towel, anything like that. Okay? I want you to scooch to the edge of your chair, towel, pillow, ball, put it between your knees. You're going to get so it's just a static squeeze. Just a static squeeze. Just a static squeeze. Just hold that squeeze as hard as you can. Anything you want. A playground ball, a Pilates ball. If you have a smaller yoga ball, it'll work. A towel rolled up, a pillow. But I want you to be able to squeeze it. If you have pillows like I have, they're like old trick. Fold them in half. Just a static squeeze. Get your feet close enough that you can squeeze nice and hard. All right, we're gonna do little pulses. Here we go. Squeezing, hold, active rest, but it's not all. Basically, all your inner thighs should be on fire. And that is all up to you and how hard you are squeezing, right? So, we're not taking a nap. Little teeny squeezes. I want you squeezing as hard as you can. You can go fast or slower. But get to a point, those inner thighs should be getting uncomfortable now. Make sure you're sitting. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3. Hold. So this is where our inner thighs burn like fire. You're just gonna stand. You have 15 seconds to get those inner thighs burning, all right? 15, this is another great move if you have stuff where you're sitting a lot during the day, give this a try. Here's a trick, while you're squeezing, raise your toes up, lift your toes up. Keep squeezing. Squeeze, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and release. Great job, all right. Get rid of whatever you had a hold of. 3, 2, and release. Great job. All right. Get rid of whatever you had a hold of. Now our side lunge with the most weight we can stand for 10 repetitions. You can hold one weight or conscious of your low back. So you may not go as low, right? If you're holding really, really heavy weight, you need to keep from here up super stable. Okay, so you're going to be up here probably. Don't fling it with that low back, okay? If you're going light, if you don't have anything that's heavy enough, or if you're injured, you may want to do a few more repetitions. So when I start talking, keep going, all right? Okay, oh, I don't know about the 30s, but it's kind of been my mantra this week. I've been trying to go with my 30s when I max out. So we'll see if I can do it here. I'm going to lunge that direction to start. So this one hangs down, this one goes on my hip. 10, ready? Let's go. So I'm not going as low, I gotta protect that back. 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Put your weights down. Remember the leg you were stepping out with. If you mirrored me, it'll be easy. We're gonna elevate this leg, same leg. So I'm gonna take one of my heavy dumbbells, put it here. Here's the trick, okay? I want this leg elevated. You can step on anything. It's rolling. There we go. Smarter. Okay, hit those legs wide, and I want you to give it a try before you pick up any weight. Really elevate this leg. A chair is a little high, but you can try it. I usually do it on a bench or a dumbbell. If you don't have anything that's feeling stable to you, then do this on the ground, okay? Now, we're gonna do 12. I'm gonna add a 20-pound dumbbell to my hand. I'm gonna quickly grab it and get right back after it. If you feel comfortable with your setup, grab a weight as well, all right? Really, really wide stance. Here we go. Bend. Straight. You're just kind of falling and pushing back. We're gonna go 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 9, 8. Bend this knee, waist. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. All right, we're doing both of those lifts on the other side. We're gonna max out, protect that low back, as heavy as you go. This was it for me. All right, I'm gonna let this weight hang down, going on my hip, stepping out that way. Okay, let's go. Ten. 9. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. All right, I'm gonna set one down, and I know now, so I'm gonna turn it this way so it doesn't move. Catch your breath. We're gonna do the elevated static side lunge. You can do it on the ground. You can do it on a bench or a chair or whatever. But if you get too high up in here, you don't have any range of motion. So I will say, I feel like for most people, unless you're really tall, a chair is a little high. If you're like, oh, I already have my chair here, I'll just throw my leg up on it. Try it, but I want you to have enough range of motion so that you feel it in your inner thigh, this elevated inner thigh. Big wide stance. We already did our practice on the other side. So you're set up here to start with just the weight. Ready? Let's go. Bend, push yourself upright. This is so good for inner thighs. I'm tipping over to the side. Right back up. Toes should be facing forward. I don't want this toe facing that way. I want you here, okay? Inner thigh. 12. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 1. Beautiful job. All right, regroup, because here's what we got. We're gonna max out in our curtsy lunge. So here's what I would like you to do. Carry as heavy weight as you're able. The goal is to get to a point that you're healthy enough, your lower back, if you've got injuries and stuff like that, do not max out. Just do more reps, okay? If you're feeling healthy, you don't have any injuries, knees, lower back, any of that stuff, I want you to choose a weight that is heavy enough that you can only do 10 repetitions. So you can hold 2 weights, that's what I'm gonna do, and we're not gonna hold on to anything, okay? There's gonna be a lot of disclaimers to this. Go light if you're hurt, or if you're coming back from a million different things. Know yourself, right? No shame in going light. But if you're feeling able, go heavy. You're gonna hold 2 weights, so balance will be an issue too here, okay? If you cannot get your balance, get your chair and hold 1 weight. I don't want you fiddling around the whole time. Oh, right? Grab your chair, it's fine. If you're going light for any number of reasons, or lighter than your max, then try to add a balance element. Curtsy and bring your leg up. If you're with your max, you're most likely not gonna be able to do that, all right? Enough information for you? Yeah, I'm gonna try my 30s. Be real careful when you're pushing heavy weight. There is no problem if you're going a little lighter today. Totally cool, I love it. Figure out what you need, okay? So, my right foot is gonna stay put. I'm gonna curtsy to the left, and I'm gonna be real careful, especially this first few. Baby my back, don't lean forward. Ready? Here we go. Curtsy as low as you're able. All right. I've got 10. 9. 8, I can't go as low with my max. I gotta protect my back. So if you feel that same way, that's fine. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. 1. I'm dropping these weights. All right, that was my true max. That was all I could do. I'm gonna catch my breath here and then go on to the other side. I need an extra second to breathe after that. Okay, 10 reps in whatever sort of way is working for you today. You guys know, because you're here, the number 1 qualifier for your success in any sort of weight loss or fitness program is simply showing up every day. Even if it's a day that all you're doing is body weight. I have lots of days like that too. Show up, okay? So pick the weight that is appropriate for you today. You don't have anything to prove, just yourself, okay? If you need to step down lighter, please do. If you feel like you can go heavier, do it. Other side, ready? Here we go. 10. 7. 4. 2. Last one. 1. Oh, man, oh man. All right. I'm glad to be done with that. We're coming down to our mat, okay? You need to have, how much time do we have? I always run out of time. It's gonna be the same here. Okay, you need to have something to hold on to between your knees, and I want your chair within reach. bottom of the chair. You. All right, let's start out. Come down on your mat. You're gonna get whatever it is you're holding between your knees. If you don't have anything, you're just gonna pinch your legs really close together, okay? If you have something to hold on to, put it between your knees. Your feet need to be pretty close together. We're gonna pick our hips up, oh my gosh. Get your feet close enough together that you can squeeze your item nice and hard, and then we're gonna do a hip. Ready? Here we go. I'm gonna be a shaky mess. 2 things should be happening, well, slightly more than 2, but you're squeezing whatever you're holding on to as tight as you can, and you're bringing those hips up nice and high. So try to focus on squeezing tight. Again, if you don't have anything to hold on to, this still works. Just put your legs close together and pinch your knees tight together. We're gonna do 15, 13, 11, I'm so shaky, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2. Now hold your hips up as high as you can. Squeeze whatever you're holding on to. Even if it's not squishy, that's fine. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those knees. Keep your hips as high as you can. My hamstrings are so tight, I can't even push my hips to the ceiling very high. But we'll do our best. You got 15 seconds, and then I'll let you put your backside on the ground. So squeeze really tight. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the squeeze. Put your backside down, keep squeezing. If you need to bring your feet closer together, do it. Okay, you're gonna see me shake. Squeeze that ball, little teeny squeezes. You don't have to hold your backside up, so I want you to squeeze really hard. And then when you start squeezing, pay some attention to your low back. If it's arched, you need to flatten it out on the ground, kind of tuck those hips up and under. It's gonna force the workload into your inner thighs. We're gonna end here. You have 15 seconds of pulsing squeezes and 10 seconds of just a static squeeze, all right? 15, 14, 13, 10, 8, 2, hold your squeeze as hard as you can. Just squeeze as hard as you can. Flatten your back out, tuck your hips up and under. You got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and oh my gosh, I gotta rest. Get rid of that ball. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of my item. And now it's time for our chair, okay? Grab your chair. If you have glute bands, grab a light glute band. This is one of my favorite inner thigh moves. You're gonna be on your side. Whichever leg is down, you're gonna slide your glute band through that leg, all the way up above your knee. Then, it takes a little bit of doing, but it'll be worth it, I promise. Get in here with me. You're gonna slide underneath your chair and straighten your legs out. So you're gonna adjust so that if you lift your bottom leg up, the inside of your foot taps the bottom of your chair. If you do not have a chair that works to do this, just go on the ground with no chair. You can still do an inner thigh leg raise, so don't stress about it too much. You're gonna bring that band up on your leg so you can hold on to it. You got options. I like to be up on my elbow holding it like this. You can also lie flat down and just hold it down like this. You're giving yourself a little bit of extra resistance, okay? Choose what you want. It doesn't have to be much, I promise. Once we get going, you are not gonna need much. This is how I like to do it. You can kind of pull that band as much as you want. If you need a stronger band, get it. Now, I want you to start here, see how it feels. Bring the inside of your leg up to tap the bottom of your chair. The inside inside of that foot needs to hit the bottom of the chair every time. If your hip is bothering you, just kind of roll back on your butt cheek a little bit. You can hold this with 2 hands, like this, okay? Get a little bit of resistance. I promise you're gonna start to feel it. You're not gonna need a ton of resistance, just a little bit with this band goes a long way, and you'll see what I mean. Up, up, up. All right, we are gonna do 15 big taps. Then you're gonna hold your foot under the chair, okay? 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Little teeny taps on the bottom of your chair. The whole inside of that foot needs to be hitting the bottom of your chair. Keep the top side of your foot on the side. You got 15 seconds. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ah! All right, sit on up. We're gonna move to the other side. If you feel like you need padding somewhere, roll up your mat if your elbow is bugging you or your hip. If you feel like it was not enough, if that inner thigh was just not burning enough, you can get a stronger loop band. But I've got one more set for you at the end of class here, so just stick with me, okay? All right, get in position. Again, this is how I like to hold my band, up here like this, but you can adjust yours if you like to hold it in a different way. You're on your side. Oh, I'm already rolling up. Dang, my slick pants. Hey, hold on to that band. You can hold with 2 hands, get the resistance that you need, and here we go, tap, tap. Keep on, keep it on. This is a big full range of motion. I want you to get the inside of your foot all the way up to hit the bottom. And we are going to go with 15, 14, 13, 10, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that foot down there. Little teeny, oh my gosh. 15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, we are going to do an advanced move on the chair. Let me show you briefly if what I'm about to do on the chair ends up being too much for you, if it hurts your shoulder or something else, and you'll see when we try it. This is what I want you to do. You're going to come down here on the ground, leg behind, step on in, and you're going to give me a leg lift like this. Hopefully you can see. So this is the modified version. If you cannot do the advanced version of what I'm about to show you, this leg lift is what you're going to do, okay? Now, if you want to try this advanced version and at least give it a try, we'll see how I do. I don't know at the end of class. You don't need a band. You are going to be up on your elbow, and we're going to be in a side plank using the chair. So I'm going to roll up a little bit of extra padding here. I may even grab my sweatshirt. Okay, it's going to take a little doing to get in the right position for yourself. That is okay. You're going to come back to this position, okay? Then we are going to come up And you've got options. You can come up like this, because this is what we got. Or you can come up on your elbow. We're gonna do just a few reps, because this is like the max out for your inner thigh, basically. Let me move this guy back. Adjust so that you can balance. You can also do it so that you are down on your elbow. This is the most comfortable position. Do as many as you can do. It's probably not going to be much. I'm going to be like in the 10 range or so, probably. We'll give it a try, okay? So we're going to come up in our side plank. You go to failure, shouldn't be too many, or you can do that modified version I showed you. Are you ready? Oh, enough stalling. Get on up. Here we go. Up, up. I think I can do 15, 14, 13, 10, 3, and 1. Woo! That was my max for sure. All right, to the other side. I showed you guys that other version with the band. If just not feeling this one, and there could be a number of reasons why you can't do this. It would have anything to do with how strong you are. If you've got shoulder issues, if you've got some core or ab separation, this position can be really uncomfortable to be in. So don't feel bad if you need to do that modified version with the band. That's why I showed you. That's why I gave it to you. Okay, I haven't done these in a long time for that very reason. I had a ab separation with my last baby, and this was really uncomfortable. He's 4, and I am barely to the point that I can do a few of these awkwardly. So don't feel bad. All right, you ready? Let's try it. We are up, and here we go. Lift, lift. 15, 14, keep going. Don't mind me. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! Okay, final set of hip lifts with this guy, and we're out of time. Okay, glutes and go ahead and lay down. Cross one foot over the other at the ankle. Put whatever item you're holding onto, it can even be a sweatshirt, between those knees. Pick your hips up, keep them high, squeeze, okay? So my feet are crossed at the ankle, I'm squeezing. If you don't put between your knees, then just squeeze your knees together. This is the final set of today. It's working our glutes and our inner thighs. And we are going to go with 15, 14, 13, and 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the squeeze. Drop your butt, okay? Grab your item, switch the leg that's on top at the ankle, stick that guy back in. Here we go, squeeze. Oh, I'm a shaky, shaky mess. 15, 14, 13, and 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, don't drop your butt yet. 2, hold it up, take that item, center your feet, stick that guy in between your knees, squeeze. Okay, this is where we end. You're gonna give me 10 seconds of squeezes with your feet parallel. If you don't have an item between your knees, just pinch your knees together. Then you're gonna squeeze and lift for 10 seconds, and you're done with class today. So give me everything you got. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 9. Get your feet closer together if you can't squeeze very hard. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I've got to help my backside down. I'm too shaky. We are done. Let's do a quick shake out. My, oh my. And then let's stretch really quickly. I still feel like I need to stretch my hamstrings from Monday. So I'm going to do a little sequence that'll kind of stretch our hamstrings and our inner thighs. Grab one leg and just, I say that to myself too. I am severely lacking in the stretching and mobility department right now. And so if you're just following my workouts, we do not stretch enough. You've got to do some stretching on your own. My hamstrings were so sore after Monday's workout. Even yesterday, I feel like they're right there today too. We'll see how they go. I don't think I could completely straighten my legs. So there's where I was at after Monday. How are you guys feeling? Those of you that did Monday's workout with me. Yeah, so that's where I was. I could not straighten my legs all the way for 2 days. So I definitely pushed the weight there, maybe a little too much, but I'm getting over it today. Shake it out, we're gonna rock and roll up, and let's do a quick butterfly stretch because I haven't done it in a long time. Here we go, you guys know this one. So first, forward. So lots of people, I see them tuck their chin and bring their forehead to their feet. And that's cool too. It's a different kind of stretch. Stretches your legs slightly different. So try it both ways. So first time, bring your chest down. You'll really feel it in those inner thighs. You can take your elbows out and press your knees down if you want to. And then go ahead and come up, and then try it the other way. Come on down, tuck your chin. This motion gives you a little bit more spine flexion, and you'll kind of feel a stretch up your back. Also your inner thighs, your neck, so it's a good stretch too. But for me, for most people that I train, it'll really localize the stretch in your inner thighs if you pull your chest down and kind of keep your back and everything flat. Make a big long neck, like you were leaning out over and looking into a pond or something over your toes. All right, that is it for me today. I am gonna hobble into my house, see if my boys are still sleeping. I will be taking very shallow steps all day because I still don't think I can completely straighten my legs from Monday's hamstring workout. I love to hear from you guys. If you're super sore from Monday or Tuesday's workouts, let me know. And then let me know if there were some moves today that you really liked. I can tell you right now, my hamstrings still are and were ridiculously sore. That's the most sore part of my body from our day's workout. We went heavy and we did all those different angles of chest around. Those got me. So if you missed either one of those workouts and you're just like, you know what, I would like to be ridiculously sore this week too. I'm feeling like I missed out. Then they're up on this channel. You can still do them. And man, they were good. They got me this week. Big time. All right, guys, who finished the workout? Tessa, yes, you're sore from Monday. Yeah, seriously. Like really, so I went running yesterday and I thought, oh, this will kind of work out. I think I could have just walked as slow as I was running, but I seriously could only take strides like this because my hamstrings were so sore. So I'm glad to hear that. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow, and it's going to be an upper body workout. So great job.